right, so Lena needed our help here on a background check, and we have offered this to you guys also, that we got a woman. We don't got a guy. We got a woman.
We got a gal.
We got a gal that is a PI that will go online and also do a background check offline. If there's somebody in your life that you don't quite trust, you go ahead, you tell us about it. She'll do the background check. We'll report back to you. And in this case, Lena needs a roommate desperately, and she has somebody in mind, and this is so smart. So smart. She wanted to do a background check on the person she's going to be living with. It doesn't have to do really with anything romantic, but this is so smart, right?
It's smart from a safety standpoint, but a background check doesn't show you if someone's an absolute weirdo or not, or if they do the dishes when it's been sitting around for 3 days.
Right. Hey, Lena, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I would take dirty dishes over my last debacle any day.
Yeah,
So,
I could do an entire 4-hour show on bad roommates and include myself as one of them.
I was going to ask if you were in that list.
Yeah, I was the guy that moved in a girl without really getting anybody else's approval on it, even though it wasn't official.
I've lived with you at once. I had a roommate that did that.
I'm that annoying.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Lena. So what do you got going on with this housing situation? Who are you thinking about bringing in as a roommate?
So I'm thinking about bringing in somebody named Marissa. She seems to have a good job. She seems to be polite. But I've been burned before. So my last roommate was, let's call her Claire. Okay. And I met her online. She was very sweet. She was reliable. She also had a stable job. She also had good references. She liked to bake. So
Score.
that,
Yeah.
seemed promising. And then after 3 months, it was rent is on the way, never actually came. The check is in the mail. People were coming and going to the apartment at all hours. And I actually, so the straw that broke everything was that I came home from a work trip and I came to the apartment. I found that Claire and half of my furniture were gone.
Oh, okay.
That's a punch to the gut.
And-
were you able to track her down? Were you able to track your furniture down, or was it just a total loss?
It was a total loss, not just of my furniture, but what she did leave was the stack of bills
Yeah.
unpaid. She left the table so that I could, so that she could leave the bills on the table.
Would there have been anything that showed up on a background check, though, that would have made you think, this is a woman that's going to act like this?
I mean, the landlord, the landlord's supposed to do their background check. They did it on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the landlord was very upset. I was upset. The landlord was supposedly just as blindsided. So I don't know. But I have an eviction notice over my head, so I'm the roommate.
Yeah,
so I cannot, and I can't afford to back pay this other person's share.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You never got any compensation or anything out of her?
Nothing.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You've gone through so many roommates, so many
Nothing.
different places, and you don't know until it's too late. You think they're great quality people, because everybody can take their crazy crown off for 90 days, and then they move in your house, and all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? And it's too late at that point.
It is. And I trusted my gut with the last one, so now I don't even trust my gut anymore. So I'm just...
I think a lot of us can relate to that.
Yeah. Right. All right. So you wanted us to do a background check just to make sure that she doesn't have anything in her past that would be any kind of an example of what she might be like as a roommate, which we did. All right. So if you hang out for just a couple of minutes here, we will tell you what the results of that background check are. Okay. All right, Lena. So you asked the background check, and again, you've been burned in the past, and you're having some thoughts. The person that you're thinking about moving in with now, have they given you any indication that they might have just a little shadiness going on, or is this all based on past experience?
It's really hard to tell because I'm so hyper vigilant about it now that I don't know. Everything seems like a red flag, every little thing right now. So that's why I'm just like, you know what? Give people the benefit of the doubt and let the background check speak for itself, right? So, Yeah.
Were there any signs with your ex roommate that she could be a little crazy?
Not really. Not at the beginning. This was just after that initial, good impression thing that they do. So it was, I don't even know what to look for anymore. You know what I mean? So what is a red flag? I will, like I said, I'll take doing somebody else's laundry right now before I'm going to take having an eviction on my check.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
roommates, I would say this. Roommates are a lot like romantic relationships in this way, because you're putting on, in the beginning, you're putting on your face, you're putting on your best self, and then the truth comes out.
Yep.
And a lot of time that truth ain't pretty.
All right, so let's get to the background check here. We've got a gal. Tommy, what did we find out?
All right, so our PI, my friend, did a deep dive on Marissa, the roommate to be. And first, I'll give you the good news. She does have a stable job. She works as an event coordinator, which I thought was cool. She has no criminal record to speak of, no evictions in her name. So that's all good. But there's some stuff.
Yeah, where's the but?
There's some stuff that's a little concerning. She has been listed as a co-signer on 3 different leases in the past 2 years, each one ending in a dispute.
Oh, yeah. Forget. You don't even need to say anything else. Game is over, man.
No official evictions, but she could have been on the right side of it. You don't know that.
3 times?
Yeah. At some point, it's you.
The same thing could have happened to her. That happened to Lena could have been happening to her. She could have had a bad roommate. You don't know.
It happened to Lena one time.
We don't know. We didn't find that out.
Okay.
We didn't find out who was on the wrong side of it. There was one other thing. She has changed jobs 4 times in the last year. And our PI was able to reach out to one of her former coworkers who did not say much, but did confirm that the same thing that she had told her that this was like her 4th job, and didn't elaborate any further.
Okay. This screams not reliable.
She seems like the common denominator in all of this.
Yeah, and there's, even if she is on the right side of all of these things, and there's a reason why she's changed jobs, there's just too much risk involved in this kind of situation, which it's just too much risk based on reward.
It's not worth the headache.
Yeah.
She is in a desperate situation, though.
Yeah, well,
it's not too late to sell your feet on OnlyFans. That's my backup plan.
Rock bottom, pulling feet out.
All right, Lena, you've got all the info there. If it was me, I wouldn't take the risk on this woman, but that's a me thing. Would you?
Absolutely not.
I would not, no.
No way.
I say roll the dice, because then you can come back with another crappy roommate story.
All right, Lena, good luck. Let us know how it goes, okay?
The Bert Show.